Okay, we live in the crib, vibing with Vito. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibing with Vito. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibing with Vito. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher, chasing purpose over popularity. Check us out each and every Monday on the Big Fast Network. Salute to the team. Today I got my dog in the building, man. I appreciate you for coming.
Yes, sir.
My boy was on time and he put that shit on.
Yes, sir. Had to do it one time.
For sure, man. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, man, I go by Nice HVAC. HVAC in the building.
My boy said.
HVAC, networking, investing, creating equity.
Let's get it. Damn. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
Before we get into all of that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming on the show. I have a $1 million question for you, bro.
What's going on?
Each and every person that graces the couch, I have the opportunity to ask them this question. I have the opportunity to ask you. How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
Man, that's a great question. Shoot, I dream big regardless. I do it big my whole life, so
Facts.
I always had that mindset. Like, sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Anything possible. Shoot, I'm trying to make HVAC cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that, though. You know what I'm saying? When you say, I'm trying to make HVAC cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you get into HVAC? You know what I'm saying? How did you get into that lane and that journey?
Okay, so pretty much, I was in the Navy. So
Mhm.
once I got out the Navy, 2018, I was going through a couple different careers, and I was like, man, let me try this HVAC out. You know, like blue collar stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to work with my hands. I wasn't really like a white collar in the office type of guy.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, let me try the HVAC out. I got my benefits for the military to go to school, so I went HVAC, electrician, and automotive. And in the process, I fell in love with HVAC because it was my first certificate that I got. And I was like, man, why aren't the other people doing it? Why aren't the
Right.
young adults doing it? I see so many people, you know, settle for like, not say regular jobs. Every job is important, but just like the cliche jobs, you know,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
fast food, a waitress, warehouse, you know, nothing's
Facts.
wrong with those.
Facts.
But HVAC was like a good career choice for the future
Nah, for sure.
because it's like pandemic proof. You know what I mean?
My boy said pandemic proof, and we'll get into that too. What made you choose HVAC instead of like the streets or chasing a rap dream? How did that decision like change your life?
I'll be honest, man. I'm from Clayton County, Georgia. So growing up there, I mean, it was everything you could expect, you know, the good, the bad. You watch the neighborhoods change and all that stuff. But in the midst of it, you know, I saw a lot of things within my family and people that I thought was close to me. You see all the bad that come with the streets and with the, you know, the nightlife in Atlanta, at least. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Facts.
like, man, I'm gonna go the whole different opposite way. I'm gonna go left when everybody going right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it was an easy choice for me, and you know, anything that people think that is a bad thing, like, oh, I grew up in a struggle neighborhood, or that's just an excuse.
Yeah,
You
facts.
can always be bigger than your situation.
Nah,
Just,
for sure.
You know, with the right mindset, time, patience, hustle, you
Hustle.
can do it.
He said hustle. That's the one that I live by, dog. I mean, time and hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if you take your time and really strategically plan out like what you want to do and how you want to do it, and you put the grind in, like you said, everything is possible, bro. It's
Yes,
nothing
sir.
that we can't do out here in this world, bro. Everything is attainable. You feel what I'm saying?
That's it. That's
For
it.
sure, for sure. What did you wish somebody told you at 16 about trade, like getting a trade like HVAC that would have changed your path earlier?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. I'd say like you know, most people in millennials at least, our parents taught us go to college, you know, get the degree, bachelor's or associates and masters like that. I mean, that was everybody's projectile out of high school, at least in my grade. But if somebody would have told me about the trades and, you know, just pay for trade school, I would have jumped on board instantly.
Yeah, facts.
Because I didn't know what I was going to do after high school. That's why I went to college, University of West Georgia and Atlanta Metro. But I was like, I got to do the Navy stuff, bro, because
Yeah.
the school wasn't for me.
Right.
But if I knew I had an option of the trades back then, like it was common, then I
Facts.
would have definitely did.
For sure, man. Why do you think like younger people overlook trades even though they pay more than your entry level jobs?
Honestly, bro, because it's not cool. when you see a plumber, HVAC guy, electrician coming to your house, it's like, just the maintenance guy. You know, like, ooh, wow. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have like that sex appeal or that appeal that
Yeah.
young kids would like. It's not like it's hard work. It isn't like push a
Facts.
button or on the computer. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Niggas getting money doing that though, bruh.
That's
I mean, I thought that was the ultimate goal. I thought like, you know what I'm saying, we want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Being cool don't equate to you being successful though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But I guess they look past it because,
Facts.
like I said, most people will take the warehouse job, the waitress, the
Well,
waiter.
they getting money too though.
They getting great money, but I'm saying
I get what you're saying.
They
Yeah.
skip right past this genre of money. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And it's wide open for us, like younger people, because all the older people are ready to retire. You
Facts.
see what I'm saying? So leadership positions are opening. They're paying more, so it's a perfect opportunity.
Facts. So when you saying entry level jobs, right? When we talk about that stuff too as well, like when you jump into HVAC, what's like the average like pay you can get? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the amount that you can start off with, and where can you go?
You see, everybody I talk to and mentor, they always ask me that question first, like how much money I'm gonna make, how long I gotta work, and all this. I say it's about your drive and where you want to see yourself starting out, because you can be what's called like an apprentice or like a helper, and of course you won't be making top dollar coming in. But let's say you over the summer or 1 year you decided to say, hey, I'm gonna just learn the trade, be a helper. You probably could make. We're in Georgia. It's different in every state, but maybe in Georgia, maybe $20 just learning the trade underneath
20 an hour?
Yeah, like $20 an hour. That's not too bad.
Facts. What? And I kind of already asked you this, but let's go dive deep into that question.
Okay.
What's a realistic starting salary in HVAC, and how fast can somebody, level up financially? And when you say, I know you said through the summer, but if they really lock in, how fast can they, go up?
Okay, I can speak from experience. When I first started doing HVAC, like I said, I went to school for HVAC, and in the midst of me going to school, I got a job doing HVAC. And honestly, my first year, I made close to 6 figures. I made
in your first year,
about $90,000.
You made $90,000 in 1 year doing HVAC.
In my first year doing HVAC, $90,000.
Damn,
It was about,
that's crazy.
It was about, maybe I'd say like $70K, like on my salary. I got paid to go to school, and at the end of the year bonus that you get with most trade jobs. So it roughly about $90K my first year doing it. That's why I was like, I done found my groove. I done found my niche.
Yeah.
I'm in the game. I'm HVAC for life. You see what I'm saying?
My boy said HVAC for life, bro.
For life, man.
It's death row now.
NICE HVAC.
For sure. You was telling me that you also still rap and stuff like that too as well. We'll dive into that too a little later. But you know what I mean? I say that to say, man, it's just because you're successful at one thing doesn't mean you can't dibble and dabble at other things too. You know what I'm saying? And take that money that you're making from where you're successful at and, push the other dreams too as well. So like, let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people don't know how to multitask. I feel like that's why they don't do other things. They feel like if their dream is set on, hey, I need to get here with doing this, they only see themselves doing this. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, how do you multitask with, okay, now I want to be an artist and I also have a really good paying job too as well?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this first. I don't rap. I'm not a rapper.
Well, you told me you was the other day.
I'm not a rapper or a singer.
Nigga, you told me you had songs with what's my boy?
Everybody. Yeah. I can list a whole bunch of artists out there I got songs with. But
you're not a rapper?
I'm not a rapper.
Why you say that?
I'm an executive producer.
Okay, a producer. Okay. All right, cool.
I don't make beats.
Okay.
And I don't rap. And I don't sing.
You tricked me with that one. Okay. For sure.
But yeah, I do got songs with Young LA, Peso, Big Roo, Fat Man Key, you name it, Mr. Organic.
Okay.
but all these songs are a part of a collection, a soundtrack to my movie that I'm executive producing. And
Okay,
I'm
here we go. Here we go.
executive producing the
Here
movie
we
with the
go.
soundtrack.
Now let's talk because
Okay.
when I talk to you on the phone, first and foremost, and I'm gonna put him out there. My boy was supposed to send me his one sheet. He didn't send it.
You right.
That's
you
number
right,
one.
You
And you were
right.
like, bro, I got songs. Like you talking to me like you got songs. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
say less. Now let's talk about that.
Let's
Okay,
talk
you're on
about
the
it.
executive side,
Yes, sir.
bro. Like you making boss moves all over the place. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
Like,
saying. I'm trying to build up HVAC. I'm trying to build up executive producing. You
okay,
know, I'm running my own business. I'm self-made. You know, pushing positivity. I'm a Navy veteran.
okay,
You see, that's why you said juggle different careers.
yeah,
That's kind of been my whole life. You know, just
yeah, facts.
trying to accomplish new goals, check it off my list. Cause when
Okay,
I was 21, I lived in Japan. You see what I'm saying? I traveled to 16 countries at a young age, so I was able to see the world and see different perspectives. What's important, what's not important, and I took it, you know, to the heart. And then I watched my family. My family very successful, and I seen how they maneuvered with success and money and things like that. And I said, man, I'm gonna package everything that I know, all my life experiences, all my goals that I accomplished, and I'm gonna put it all into my executive producing dreams and my music and my haircuts and my image and my brand.
You see how
Because
he says my music? See, you say my music. I
right,
get it. It is your music. Okay,
right,
I
right,
get what you're
right,
saying.
right.
Okay, all right. Nah, that's not it.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It means something to me. Like I said, I'm not in a rush to fame. I'm not, you know, trying to be the most biggest famous person on, you know, different podcasts and all that. I'm just trying to push a positive message to the youth to say, hey, you can be from the Navy, you can be from Clayton County, you can be from the hood or wherever you from, and you can still make it out your situation and choose even a random career like HVAC, make it cool and make money and make a difference in the world. You see
facts,
what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts. So let's keep it a bean. People that work and do trades, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they have more money than rappers,
Right.
right? So like the people that you work with, you know what I'm saying? Do you also push that to them too as well? Because they can be up and coming artists that just have a small buzz and they don't know where they want their lives or their career to go. Do you also give them advice too? Like, bro, you rap, but you know you can do this too.
Yeah, so I try to post three to four times a day about
Mm-hmm.
my business, my
Mm-hmm.
brand, so people kind of get a gist that I'm in the field. You see what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
working every day. HVAC. I mastered well, I ain't gonna say I mastered, but I do HVAC like as far as fixing people air conditioning
Mm-hmm.
home. That's how I started out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do the ventilation. That's the V in HVAC.
Mm.
And so I work with the air ducts and dryers and chimneys and stuff like that. And
Damn.
I try to show people that, hey, I do this every day. So when you see me on Instagram with the rollies on, meeting Vito on the podcast, making songs in the studio and stuff like that, don't ask me where the money came from, because I show you every single day that if you work hard and you believe in the trades, you can use that to fund your rap career, your fashion
That's hard.
career. You know what I'm saying? Get the clothes or the materialistic thing that you want. You can use HVAC to do it. I tell people I use it as a trampoline to
That's good.
be whatever I want to be. You
Fact.
see what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. How has HVAC allowed you to build things like a home, a business, or family that you couldn't have done before?
HVAC has opened many doors
Yeah,
for me.
facts.
So I believe like the opportunity to do it, like the entry to get
Mhm.
into HVAC, you don't have to go to school to get into HVAC. You can walk straight off the street and start a career with HVAC. So just the ability to get myself involved in something like that, and it makes so much money,
Mhm.
and you know, all the money that I've made, like I said, I funnel it all into my passion, which is
Mhm.
nice HVAC, the brand. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like I get joy and fulfillment off of just being myself, which is nice.
Mhm.
And promoting that is all I could ever ask for, ever dream for. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Make my mama proud. That's all I'm worried about. You see?
Facts. 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 What's one everyday life perk HVAC gave you that the youth would never expect?
Everyday life perk.
Yeah, like a perk, like you know what I'm saying, like something that only people, you know, that work this certain type of, lifestyle will have. You know what I'm saying?
I would say like day-to-day tasks, like things that break around the house.
Yeah.
You know,
No, a
like
perk, like what's that, when I say perk, I mean like, okay, what's one good thing that the youth may not know? You know what I'm saying? From this getting this from doing this type of job.
I
You know what I'm
know.
saying?
I'm gonna
Okay.
elaborate.
Okay,
Like,
go ahead.
so one of the things I would say, like the perks, like if you with your family member or your girl or whoever, and y'all live in a house, apartment, whatever, things will break. You know, you can't dodge things breaking. But the perk would be now you know how to fix them without calling somebody and paying at least $100 to $200 just to fix something you could have did like that.
That's
But for
crazy.
instance, you know how girls who live in homes, it's like a stereotype. They might be mad because I say this.
Now you good?
But you know when that fire alarm get the
Yeah.
okay, just a small little simple perk. You a man, you know how to use your hands. You will go up there and change that smoke detector battery, and it's as simple as that. That's one little perk that you
The smoke detector battery effect.
see what I'm saying. That's just
I know people that got that motherfucker. This shit's still going on. That shit
Still
been
going
going on about 6 months. I'm surprised that fucking battery still working. Nah, that's for sure though.
that's just some little stuff. And then the perks also is it's something you can do with your hands, and it's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to ride a bike, you can ride a bike anywhere, anytime, any age. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I could be 60, 70 still working on HVAC. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, it's pandemic proof and stuff. Folks was in their house, right?
Yeah.
And
facts.
they was using their HVAC more, right?
Facts.
So things were breaking more.
For sure.
So we had more work, more money, more opportunity. You see what I'm saying?
Facts. What does freedom look like to you? Because you do this type of you have this type of lifestyle now, with working HVAC.
Freedom for me, it has always been nice condo, villa overseas.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe cause I don't think I'll retire early or anything like that, but maybe half and half overseas, half in the States.
Yeah.
Just a balanced lifestyle, not working too crazy, but enjoying my life at the same time.
Facts.
I'm one of those people. I believe in enjoying your life as it comes. Don't wait till you're 60, 70 and try to enjoy it because you can't do the things you could have did when you was 20, 30.
Why do you feel like people kind of live their life like that? Like I got to just keep on chasing the money versus like enjoying the money that they're making and living life at the same time?
I feel it's programmed, man. It's all like they would see other people on social media or like you supposed to do it, like it's tradition type thing, and people just fall into it like the Joneses.
Yeah,
so
facts.
That's how I feel about it.
For sure. What skills does HVAC teach that carries over to like life, like discipline, patience, problem solving? What's one thing that it taught you? You know what I'm saying? Most importantly,
man, it taught me a lot of leadership skills and attention to detail. That sounds like some resume
explain.
stuff.
Yeah, explain.
But attention to detail isn't meaning like let's say you're working with electricity, you're working with live voltage and things of that nature. So live wires could kill you. So attention
when
to
you say live wires, damn, what you mean like live wires?
like everything that's in here is powered by electricity, is wired up. You see what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So in some sort of way, it's gonna go to that breaker that's somewhere in this building, and the breaker is controlling everything in the building. So if you don't cut the power, then all the voltage and everything can come to you and kill you. So attention to detail is, man, you better make sure you know what you're doing. I'm not trying to scare people, but it's
shit. You just scared me.
It's the truth.
If my
though.
mic can kill me, bro, this is what I do for a living.
It's the truth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you know the truth, then you can maneuver properly. So attention to detail is that. And
damn.
Leadership, I would say, like because sometimes you work in groups. So everybody's voice matters, everybody's opinion matters, but leadership as in meaning I'm gonna hear you, I know what to do. Let's all agree on something and let's all get it done in the fastest possible way. And I got that from the military also.
Damn.
So teamwork, make the dream work. You see what I'm saying? That's how I go.
For sure. I got this slogan I always say, purpose over popularity, right? When I say that slogan, how can you mirror that around your life and your journey and life path?
Purpose over popularity. I say live your purpose. Be yourself. Be authentic in
Mm-hmm.
who you are, you know? And that's what make you popular. That's what's
Facts.
gonna push you over the top. Like me growing up, I never was like, oh, I'm trying to be with the cool kids and da 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 da. You know, back in the day, I don't know if you from around this area, but it started like being a lot of gangs and stuff.
Mm.
And it was like this gang, that gang, and yada yada yada. But they also had cliques back then, like 2006, 2007. It was cliques.
Mm-hmm.
So the cliques was more like the cool kids,
Yeah,
like, you
facts.
know, get fresh fashion, throw the parties and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. They had the games, but I made my own clique. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And my clique consists of half guys, half girls. So
Mm-hmm.
we really ran the whole class. You see what
Damn.
I'm saying?
Facts.
And we was cooler than the gang folks, because gang
Yeah.
folks was looking
Yeah.
dusty and rusty, you
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? With the white tees and
Yeah. 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 Facts.
the warm Air Force Ones and
My
stuff.
boy, clean too. He ain't lying.
You see what I'm saying? So I always been the cool guy. So the popularity part, I always put my purpose over it because I knew my purpose was to always be myself and authentic, and that's what made me cool.
Facts. 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 Why is HVAC one of the safest industries to get into for the next 20 years?
Pandemic proof, recession proof. Uh, I always can find a job. I could get a new job tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? I could get a job at any state.
Mm.
I got a universal certificate. I can do this around the world.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Facts.
looking forward, even with electrical cars and all this
Yeah.
coming and things like that, you still need your HVAC. You still need the air.
I was gonna ask you this too, bro, and I didn't mean to cut you off. Like with AI, so AI can't like come back with what you do, cause like they're getting to the point where AI can do damn near everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying when you say recession proof and all of this stuff like that, how are you guys gonna?
Beat the AI proof. I'm gonna tell you like this: they can come up with different things that can cool your house
Mm-hmm.
or clean your system or things of that nature. Like you can buy a whole electric like HVAC system or something like that. But by the time they phase that many systems in and take all the old systems out and cancel all the different type of refrigerants people have in their houses and businesses, it'll take at least, for my opinion, at least 100 years.
100 years.
That's just me. It may be less, it may be a little more. I think at least 100 years before AI can take a HVAC technician's job. Cause you can only write so much. Like let's say if you got a problem in your house and you got a maintenance guy that comes fix it, you can only explain so much how your upstairs child's bedroom and heating as good as
Yeah.
downstairs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You can only say that so much without somebody that's human that actually understand, like, hey, it's a problem up here. I gotta run all the duct work to downstairs and see what's there, clean it out. You know, it's different steps that you gotta take. So.
Facts. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. What's the biggest myth about trades like HVAC that keeps young people away? And what's the truth?
I think that people believe that HVAC is like rocket science. Like you gotta solve some
Yeah.
equation just to
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie.
because I mean, if you don't know anything about it, you would probably look at it like it's Chinese. Like, what is this? I gotta look at a schematic and a blueprint. But
Right.
it's all like one big circle, like a sequence of operation. So let's say your heat doesn't work or your air doesn't work. You start off at the top and you work your way around the circle. And if you stop midway through the circle, you know it's either A or B. It's not D, E, F. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if it go all the way around, there's something very at the end, then you can kind of pinpoint what is not working, what is working, what to replace, what not to replace. So that's a myth that is hard, but it's just a sequence of operations. Yeah, it might be some things you might not know, but with everyone in the trade, we help each other out. If I didn't know how to fix something at your house midway through me fixing it, I got a group of technicians I would call like mentors, like, hey, I'm here in Vito's attic, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the igniter's not cutting on. What should I do? They'd be like, go to Home Depot and get this. Go to Home Depot and get that. So you always got help. That's what I used to
Facts.
think. Like, man, I'm gonna be stuck in somebody's house all day trying to
Yeah,
fix this
facts.
stuff. Sometimes it does get complicated, but I think the myth is they think it's rocket science, and it's really super easy.
Nah, for sure, bro. If you can ask your younger self anything, or tell your younger self anything, what would it be and why?
Man, I say keep doing exactly what you're doing, young
Mm-hmm.
guy, and keep your head up.
Facts.
Shoot, don't let these women ruin you.
My boy said, "Don't let these women ruin you." Damn.
Love your mama. Take care of your kids if you got kids. Man, be the best version of yourself and be authentic. Don't hold your tongue.
Facts.
Be real. Be a stand up guy.
Facts.
Love yourself.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. So let's talk a little bit more about like on the music side. You know what I'm saying? Like talk to the people about exactly what you do, because again, I thought that you were a musician. You know what I'm saying, based off of our conversation. So on the executive side, you know what I mean, what made you take that path?
Pretty much, man. Like, I love music, man. I'm from Atlanta. You know, music all around us. We've been listening to music, all different types of music. You see what I'm
Facts.
saying? I come from the futuristic era. You
Yeah, I see
what
the
I'm
cut.
saying? I go crazy with the haircuts. I love like not happy music, but music that make you feel good. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So I made music, and I chose to be an executive producer because I didn't rap. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I grew up in a Christian home where my mom, she didn't really let us cuss or watch Martin or South Park.
Damn.
So I grew up cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say I was a church boy or nothing like that, but
It's nothing wrong with that either.
it ain't nothing wrong with that. But I was saying, like, I I always wanted to do the music, and I couldn't. So when I got of age to do it, I wanted to make positive music that represented who I was. And at the time, who I was nice HVAC. So I started making songs about HVAC and how you could get a career and make six figures. And it was mostly jingles. But then I got with one of my friends, and he was in my HVAC class. He took me to Big Rube house, Big Rube from the
Mhm.
Dungeon family. And Big Rube, I told him about what I had going on, and
Mhm.
he believed in me from day one, gave me a classic intro.
Mhm.
And it was like such an intro that I was like, you know what, I gotta go ahead and finish the whole album. So then after that, I started meeting people like Young LA and making music with different artists and getting features and learning like the X and O's, the contracts, you know what I mean? So I just fell in love with the process, and executive producers, most people don't have a clear definition for it
Facts.
as far as like music on the music side, maybe for movies and things like that. But for the music, I was like, I want to be the person that connects all the dots.
Mm.
I buy the beats. I buy the features. I buy the image, the outfits, the wardrobe, the cameras, the lights,
Mm.
the travel. You know, it's all these things that come with it, but you got to connect the dots to give a quality picture, quality song. You know, and I love that. That's what I like to do because I'm super creative and I'm business savvy. Because you got to
Mhm.
be business savvy. You just can't be a creative
Yeah, facts.
nowadays. Because you know anything can happen, and
Yeah.
I want to be able to say, hey, even if it wins or loses, I want to say, hey, I was the guy who put that together, made it look like how it looked, and I'm proud of it. And I hope that people can enjoy and relate
Yeah,
to what I
facts.
got going on.
Nah, that's real. That's real, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. Like, your story is amazing, bro. Like, even from hearing that you've been to Japan at a young age, I just went this year, so I already know that experience was probably crazy for you. But, bro, like, growing up, I didn't think HVAC was cool. Like you said, I didn't think any of that type shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, like to hear you say like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you do. I commend you on that, and I commend you for speaking positivity to the youth and telling them it's another way. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, my dog.
Hey, yes, sir.
But tell the people where they can find you.
Hey, man, you can find me at Nice HVAC, NICE HVAC, Networking, Investing, Creating Equity. That's on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, you name it.
That boy got a Snapchat.
Snapchat, MySpace.com.
For sure. Facebook, you know.
Nice HVAC, man.
Yeah, dog, for sure. Thank you for coming, my dog. For real, it's a pleasure having you, bro. It's been another episode of Vibing with Vito. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher, chasing purpose over popularity, and we gone.